Bibb County deputies resigned after an FBI investigation about sex trafficking showed the deputies were on a prostitution website known as Backpage.com. 41 NBC's Emanuela Rendini has the latest.
Well, I was disappointed. I was, somewhat repulsed by some of the things that were going on that we learned in the investigation.
Sheriff David Davis says former Deputy Jeffrey Cranford's cell phone number was found in a sex trafficking victim's phone during a FBI investigation. This concerned the sheriff's office, so they started an internal affairs investigation.
And through that investigation, it was discovered that another deputy also was engaged in some inappropriate activities on Backpage.
That deputy was Robert Scarborough. He and Cranford were on a prostitution website. Davis says evidence doesn't show that either officer had any physical contact with women on the website, but investigators found something else.
But they did have conversations. There were some texts and some photographs that were exchanged. So in those instances, that is a violation of our policies here at the Sheriff's Office to be involved in that type of activity.
Davis says the men did not attempt to help the women get out of their situations.
Here you are, you're engaged in conversations with these individuals in an effort to go on a date with them or have some type of relationship when we view these individuals as victims, and so you want to try to get them out of that lifestyle and save them from that line of work. But they didn't take any effort to do those things.
He says the two deputies resigned when the chief deputy was making his decision on what policy violations the men made. Now, if you're concerned that you can't trust the sheriff's office because of this situation, Davis says you can.
Well, in situations like this, I think that, this sort of solidifies the trust. The people can trust that we're going to ferret out anybody here that is doing wrong.
So if you know something about any Bibb County officer, David says you can feel free to speak up. In Macon, Emanuela Rendini, 41 NBC News.
Well, both men worked for the sheriff's office for more than 10 years. We reached out to the FBI and they had no comment on the situation.